Major General SVP Singh on the telecast with me. General SVP Singh, how important does it become for India to set the narrative right at the SCO summit that is going to take place later this year with the heads of states, including the likelihood presence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, along with the other heads of states, including China, Russia, the Central Asian countries, as well as Pakistan, about the need for the SCO member nations to combat terrorism, its sponsors and financiers in full measure?
Well, Megha, the core of India's foreign policy, national security policy is to have good relations with its neighbors as the first. And this SCO provides a very good fora and platform to take forward India's aims. And it is rich in its member nations, starting from China, Russia, the Central Asian republics. So it's an organization which has been expanding, and Iran and also is now part, I think, as an observer nation, Afghanistan. So it has got a complete content of the South Asian security angle in it. And I think the nations should form a greater cooperative approach, recognize each other's concerns. Now, for here, the main concern when we talk of security is that terrorism and the counterterrorism angle, which India has been victim of from a smaller country, but then it's the era of asymmetric warfare. So proxy war and hybrid war is what one odd country will take up to as a neighbor or whatever to try and bleed the nations. Now, that is not the purpose of an organization like the SCO. India has been appealing and putting forth that counterterrorism, the pain of counterterrorism, we should address. And perhaps there are very few nations, major nations, I will say, who are not exposed to the bane of terrorism in the countries wherever they are, wherever the countries are. So I think in the recent one, our National Security Advisor has projected his point of view in a very forceful manner that counterterrorism be the central agenda. Official recognition of the Pakistan-based terrorist groups should be done, like the Jaish-e-Mohammed, and we should all join hands in this, because terrorism is today in one country, it will be in another country.
Yeah, okay.
And next is have stronger institutional mechanisms. Now, that's very important. We have to have the mechanisms and cooperate with each other on that. And so RATS has been one of the main things, the regional anti-terrorist structure. So these are the very important facts. And we should not allow double standards in this, because today terrorism is in my backyard, tomorrow it will be in yours. And no country is spared from that then. So I think I want to also project very forcefully this point, and the nations should take it as a concern to themselves.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.